Hey, it's May here. There's a question that you probably get asked a lot at work where there's only one right answer, and that right answer is yes. That question is, hey, are you busy? Well, of course we're busy. We're at work, right? But the question really is, are you busy doing the right things? And I recently discovered that I am focusing a lot more attention on the mature part of my business, which is fun and easy for me, and not enough on the part of the business that I have said I really want to grow. So this is where I drew on my mastermind community and got some really great advice from one of my mastermind buddies. Let's call him Steven. And Steven shared with me his SEO strategy, which not SEO as in search engine optimization, but SEO as in simplify, eliminate, and outsource. So now Stephen had a stroke at a fairly young age, and he's had to learn to simplify, eliminate, and outsource because he says that his brain is just operating 30% slower than it used to. But his strategies can work for us just as well. So let's talk about these three pieces. And by the way, there are three decisions. And he showed me how you can be just three decisions away from focusing on the priorities in your life. So decision number one is, how can you simplify? You want to be thinking about what your real priorities are, what is essential in your life, and then figuring out how do you unclutter your work area or other aspects of your life so that you can feel calm and you can find things and be efficient. And then you want to think before you do. So maybe that looks like just preparing before you jump in, or it could be batching activities together, like doing all your emails at the same time, doing all your creative work at the same time. And it could look like creating templates for things so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time when something is a regularly recurring activity. Like maybe there's some email responses that you could pre-draft or some standard operating procedures that you could put in place. Then decision number two is, what can you eliminate? For Stephen, this turned out to be 50% of the changes that he made were eliminations. And so these are things like maybe there are events that you're still attending or saying yes to that no longer really serve you well, that you're just doing them out of habit, like saying yes to going out to dinner with your friends from or acquaintances that aren't even your friends really. So do you really need to do those things? It could be projects that aren't feeding into your real priorities, in which case maybe you want to, if you have to do them and you can't drop them, can't eliminate them, maybe you could just do them to a B+ standard instead of your usual A+. And maybe there are mental habits you have to eliminate, like anxiety and worry and ruminating over things. That's a big one for me. Maybe there are other habits that you want to eliminate, like no longer checking your emails first thing while you're still in bed when you wake up rather. And maybe you want to eliminate some people from your life, people that are energy vampires that really drag you down. I once fired a client because I passed on something he said to my bosses, thinking that he was telling me the truth, but it turned out he was lying. It was a huge embarrassment. So decision number three is, what can you outsource? And outsourcing at work could also look like delegating. And these are, if eliminating things are things that just don't need to be done at all, then outsourcing are things that do need to get done, but don't need to get done by you. So these are usually things that are either tasks or some kinds of decisions. So tasks, you can outsource tasks that either a lot of other people could do, a lot of errands like picking up dry cleaning, doing the shopping, washing your laundry, or it could be something that experts can do way better than you can. In my case, that would be preparing my taxes. It could be something that is a lot cheaper for somebody else to do than it would be for you to do. And it could also be something that just doesn't bring you joy, and it's much better to have somebody else do it. And then decisions, well, you can outsource decisions that are fairly routine, or maybe you just don't really mind. For example, if you don't really mind where you go on vacation, as long as it's not a beach, then you can let the rest of your family decide and just say, please, anything other than beach, I'm in. Or it could be decisions you can create a routine around, like what you wear or what you eat. I have a CEO friend who always orders chicken Caesar salad whenever he goes to lunch. It's just another part of his brain activity he doesn't need to devote to making that choice. So when you feel like you are stuck in that busy mode, on that treadmill, multitasking beyond your limits, then I encourage you to stop and focus on the 3 decisions that can focus you on your true priorities. So here's a question for you. Which of these 3 decision questions would most move the needle for you if you were to ask and act on them right now? Is it, what can I simplify? What can I eliminate? Or what can I outsource? Leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear. If you're watching this from anywhere other than my blog, head on over to maybusch.com/blog, and I look forward to welcoming you there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the red button to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new videos. So I invite you to go out there and be bold, play big, and spark joy for yourself and everyone around you.